Hello, this is John Piper with the Thursday video, and it's Thursday the 6th of April, so happy new tax year. Here is Bitcoin as usual. We've got the 5 rows up. We've discussed this many times. So we've got the 1 and the 2. We've now got, I think, 1 of 3, and this is 2 of 3, which appears to still be with us. There's no sign of a breakout. I think we're going to see a breakout at some point. I guess, I mean, given the situation, we have got the fiat currencies under threat. We have World War III starting up. If China joins in, that will sort of become an established fact, I think. Hopefully they won't, but we'll see how that goes. So I guess it's probably a case that a lot of people are looking at crypto anyway, and maybe there's, well, I mean, normally what happens is the market gets overbought. So this thrust up here, you know, very obviously, Elliott point of view, the beginning of the third wave. So I guess we're just a bit overbought up here, and we need a bit of a shakeout to set the scene for the next leg up. So I'd rather think, I mean, it could happen any time. And, you know, I'm not guaranteeing another sell-off at this point. I'm holding fairly tightly onto my crypto at the moment. But I think we will see this thrust up, and there's a lot of very good reasons perhaps why crypto is the place to be at the moment. Looking at the fiat currencies, the situation in Russia and Ukraine, and etc. Looking good, but a shakeout may well be on the cards. Same with Ethereum. We've got the 5 rows up to here, ABC to there, all nice and clear. Gets a bit fuzzier as we go. Let's expand this chart a bit more detail. So this is being a wave 3. Again, we've got a clear 5 up to there, regular ABC. And a somewhat clearer pattern here. We've got 1, 2, looks like a 1 of 3 here, so a bit of a sell-off here, a shakeout coming in. But I think 3 of 3 will be with us pretty soon, and we'll be onwards and upwards on Ethereum. I think Bitcoin will probably join us around that time, not necessarily precisely that time, but Ethereum is showing a bit more positive strength than Bitcoin at the moment. Gold also looks good. We've got the 1, 2. This is all part of 3, I think. So 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3 starting up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. One more rally up here would be a fairly good sign that we are actually in a clear uptrend. We are in a clear uptrend anyway, I suppose. But that could it could be a 5th wave, of course, of 3. I mean, there are alternative counts here, which, I mean, this is quite a big fall compared to this rather minute 2 here. So there are some, I mean, it could in fact be a further 1, 2, maybe a 3 to there, I guess, and a 4 and a 5. So that would be just a bigger sell-off fairly soon. It should become quite clear what's happening. But the uptrend is currently fairly obvious at the moment. Silver saw the low back in 2020. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a substantial advance. About almost 3 times, 2.8 times I'd say. So 5 was up there, A, B, C, great big sell-off again. We then got to this low here around 17.5. Expand this chart a bit. It's quite a big chart. Okay, so we then had the 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 of 3, 2 of 3, now a decent, very solid advance here, making new highs, nice and impulsive. This ought to continue for some time to come, I think. This should be the strongest rally of the process, being the third of a third. So again, looking good on silver. Well, this corrective rally then we're seeing here, the A, B, C on FTSE after this 5 waves decline. We've discussed that several times. It's still toying with a 61.8% level here, but it does count pretty well as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So we should be very close to a high here, and a decent sell-off will confirm that we are seeing a major peak at this point. Obviously, you don't want confirmation of these things, but certainly at the moment, we have a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, possible 4 there, but I think principally more than that. Actually, let's look at a bit more detail. It's very important. say the least. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got a 1 ABC. Well, it's possible the 1 goes to there, so ABC there. Anyway, 1, 2. This could be quite a 3, or this could be a 4 here. The count isn't that clear, but there's a 1, little 2 there perhaps. Maybe a 4 here for 5, that could be 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could actually be virtually complete here on the UK market. This is a 5-minute chart. I'll put that count in actually, it's quite important really. Okay, so a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No confirmation at all of the peaks in at this point, but we can count 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third wave is actually a little sluggish, that's one question mark. I mean, the third of a third would be sort of here, which is hardly the strongest move. It's less strong than the 5th wave. Nevertheless, that's also less strong than the first wave of 3, which is not the usual thing. Anyway, it's fairly, otherwise it's a fairly good count, but say we do need confirmation at this point before we do anything about it. I would suggest it's obviously up to each person's trading style. Well, the DAX is back in all new time territory, so there's like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 with a 5th wave still due, so that's also due to complete. Well, the Dow's a fair way off seeing new highs, but this does look like correction. I mean, a clear 5 waves there, but the subsequent action, ABC suggests that we're seeing some kind of low here. So 1, 2, let's put this bit there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe 3. Maybe there could be a 4th wave coming in, perhaps of 3. Sorry, there's all wave 3. 1, 2, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, 5 of 3 maybe. So it's probably a bit further ahead here, somewhere with a 4 down here maybe. This is pure conjecture, by the way. I mean, make a nice pattern, but it's also waiting for the market to give some confirmation about this sort of thing. Anyway, Dow looks like it's got further to go up at the moment. Right, Nasdaq also rallying, but looks like a corrective ABC. So A, B, C. Only a peak, only a move above this peak here. It came in around 13,720 odd. Would negate that count. At the moment, we've got the 5 waves down here, and this still looks a very long correction in terms of time, but in terms of price, I'd say we need to go above this level here. That's all for today. Thanks for listening. Back with a report on Thursday. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.